So if the master volume ever does create some scratchiness, it's usually only because dust and dirt can get in that little orifice right there. All you got to do is take the cover off, open it up, get some of this stuff or something equivalent, electronic cleaner, and spray in there, right in that little door, garage door there. Spray in there and work it around. Give it another bath or two and work it around. Just let the stuff evaporate. That should take care of any cat hair and dust that ends up getting in there somehow. It's the same thing on the switch controller. You can take the cover off, get inside. This is a switch. It's a 4-way switch, special hot rod thing. And you notice these little swipers here. Those need to be kept clean too. If it ever develops scratchiness when you change, just take the same spray, spray that out, wiggle it around back and forth. It should take care of it. The pickups are pretty much maintenance free. Nothing wrong could go with them. These screws here are the adjustment screws that come in from the top, and this is a compression plate, aluminum, so it doesn't affect the magnetism of the slugs. And if you ever loosen those up too far, it'll thread out of that compression plate. You just have to push it through from the top and get it threaded back in. That's threaded to match this. So nothing else maintenance-wise you could ever possibly run into in the pickup cavities. I designed the jack, stolen from a Fender Stratocaster guitar. It's a special thing that Fender makes. It's pretty, I believe, and it puts the cord at an angle coming out underneath the violin. If you use a shoulder rest, it's perfect. I also gave it a high-quality two-tone jack, which has multiple points that when you insert the cable, it connects to it in more than just one place. It's really firm. It's kind of tough going in, but it won't come out in the middle of a gig either. And if that ever develops crackliness, you can spray out inside there and then run the cable in and out a bunch of times just to clean it. There's nothing much in there. There's a pot inside this cavity for the tone pot that could be cleaned in the same way as the volume cavity one can. You can reach it if you take these two screws off, lift this out, a few wires, get in there and spray and move the pot around. That's the only maintenance I can imagine you'll ever need besides changing strings once in a while. And making sure that this sound bar stays kind of centered, just like you would make sure your violin bridge on your acoustic violin stays upright, and check it once in a while like this one is. You should make sure that this stays kind of centered and doesn't need too much adjustment from the adjustment screws. These raise the pickups up or down so that the tolerance between the gap between the end of this tang and the top of the pickup on the other side is not touching. You don't want to touch. Just a little bit of clearance, 32nd of an inch or so is fine. Can be adjusted by these. When you loosen these up, there's springs in there that push the pickup away.